Dear family and friends, Nakisa and Bill have invited you here to share in the celebrating of their love and the honoring of the vows that are about to be spoken. In addition to your pleasure at attending such a happy occasion, your presence bears witness to their commitment to each other. Nakisa and Bill, marriage will allow you a new environment to share your lives together, standing together to face the world and life hand in hand. Marriage is going to expand you as individuals, define you as a couple, and deepen your love for one another. To be successful, you will need strength, courage, patience, and a really good sense of humor. So let your marriage be a time of waking each morning and falling in love with each other all over again. I'm now going to do a reading from A Gift from the Sea. When you love someone, you do not love them all the time in exactly the same way from moment to moment. It is an impossibility. It is even a lie to pretend to. And yet this is exactly what most of us demand. We have so little faith in the ebb and flow of life, of love, of relationships. We leap at the flow of the tide and resist in terror its ebb. We are afraid it will never return. We insist on permanency, on duration, on continuity, when the only continuity possible in life as in love is in growth, in fluidity, in freedom, in the sense that the dancers are free, barely touching as they pass, but partners in the same pattern. The only real security is not in owning or possessing, not in demanding nor expecting, not in hoping even. Security in a relationship lies neither in looking back to what was in nostalgia, nor forward to what it might be in dread or anticipation, but living in the present relationship and accepting it as it is now. Relationships must be like islands. One must accept them for what they are here and now within their limits. Islands surrounded and interrupted by the sea and continually visited and abandoned by the tides. As many of you know, Nakisa and I attended elementary school together. Go Molten Hawks. And she's obviously just such a wonderful and amazing person. And I always found myself wondering who the lucky man would be that would find her and wife her. And that would be you, Bill. I've watched your relationship grow and flourish and face hard times and face wonderful times. But the loving that you guys have for each other in sickness and in health is what will take you to the end and beyond. Every relationship has struggles, but you, Nakisa, and Bill have weathered storms before and have always found your way back to the shore. A strong relationship is between two people who understand that our vulnerabilities are what connect us, and that we must hold on even more steadfast with the ebb and flow of that connection, and that we can show up for our partners, hold space for them, even in our marriage's darkest hour, and believe in what we sometimes cannot see, knowing that just as it always does, the tide will return and our union will be made whole over and over again. Your love for each other sets an example for all of us and will prosper with the nurturing of both of you for yourselves, each other, and the relationship. Now, let's get these two married. Nakisa, the man who stands before you is about to become your husband. He will look to you for comfort, for support, for understanding, for encouragement, and for protection. You must never take him for granted and always consider him along with yourself. Now I'll ask you a series of questions, and when I'm done, I'll ask you to confirm your agreement by saying, I will. Will you, Nakisa, take Bill as your husband? Will you cherish him as your friend, your lover, and your lifelong companion? Will you share your life with his, build your dreams together, support him through times of trouble, and rejoice with him in times of happiness? Will you treat him with respect, love, and loyalty through all the trials and tribulations of your lives together? And will you honor this commitment, which is made in love, kept in faith, lived in hope, and eternally made new? If so, answer, I will.
I will.
Bill, the woman who stands before you is about to become your wife. She will look to you for comfort, for support, for understanding, for encouragement, and for protection. You must never take her for granted and always consider her along with yourself. Will you, Bill, take Nakisa as your wife? Will you cherish her as your friend, your lover, and your lifelong companion? Will you share your life with hers, build your dreams together, support her through times of trouble, and rejoice with her in times of happiness? Will you treat her with respect, love, and loyalty through all the trials and triumphs of your lives together? And will you honor this commitment, which is made in love, kept in faith, lived in hope, and eternally made new? If so, answer, I will.
I will.
All right, now for the exchanging of the rings. For the record, we have here a Tiffany's bag.
Fancy ring?
All right, let's see. Okay, Nakisa and Bill, these strings reflect a circle without ending, literally a tying of the knot. They fittingly represent the ties that bind you as husband and wife. Today, give and receive these rings as a sign of commitment and as a vow to work together at all times to create a life that is whole and unbroken and to love each other without end. Nakisa, hold on, let me see which one's yours. Nakisa, take this string. I will take your bouquet. Tie it upon the finger of your groom and repeat after me. Bill, I give you this ring.
Bill, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my devotion.
as a symbol of my devotion.
As it encircles your finger.
As it encircles your finger.
May it remind you always.
May it remind you always.
That you are surrounded.
That you are surrounded.
By my enduring love.
By my enduring love.
Awesome. Okay. Bill, your string. Bill, take this string, tie it upon the finger of your bride, and repeat after me. Nakisa, I give you this ring.
Nakisa, I give you this ring.
As a symbol of my devotion.
As a symbol of my devotion.
As it encircles your finger.
As it encircles your finger.
May it remind you always.
May it remind you always.
That you are surrounded.
That you are surrounded.
By my enduring love.
By my enduring love.
Okay, go ahead and hold hands. May the promises you make to one another be lived out to the end of your lives in an atmosphere of utmost joy. Bill and Nakisa, may your home be a place of happiness for all who enter it, a place where the young and old are renewed in each other's company, a place for growing and a place for sharing, a place for music and a place for laughter, a place for reflection and a place for love. And may those nearest to you be constantly enriched by the beauty and bounty of your love for each other. Nakisa and Bill, having witnessed your vows of love and faith to each other, and by the power vested in me by the state of California, it is my profound joy and distinct privilege to pronounce you husband and wife. Bill, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Bill and Nakisa Ashtiani. Here, take your thingy and kiss again. We need some more cute pictures.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Is it a goose? I think it's a goose, right?
Goose.
Do it.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
With the duck, with the duck, with the duck, get the duck.
Yeah, go back, buddy.